the MJX Hypergo drift and see what this thing can do. I just changed the shocks on it. We got some smaller shocks on it. To be honest, I don't expect this truck to last too long. Without further ado, this looks like a bearing or something. Oh, yep. Lost. I lost the screw I was talking about. I just changed the screw on one of my shocks and rolled over. Ain't no way I'm gonna find that screw. So we got a monster in the house.
Hey, look at it go. What's up, everybody?
What is up, brother?
Welcome to the LCRC Skatepark Bash
Sure.
with the Hypergo drift truck. No, you didn't. What'd you do?
Yeah. I lost my screw for my rear shock.
Oh, no. At least that one's an
Oh,
easy
no,
fix.
the screw's still there. Screw's still there. It just came out. Screw's
What's
still
up,
there.
Tiffany Postal?
What is up, Tiffany? This car is great. It's a great little car. I've been telling Monster to get it for a while now.
I think I'm gonna soon. The only thing I don't like about those, maybe there's another option, but it's the cop look. I don't like the cop look.
No, but you can turn off the lights. There you go.
Hey, am I getting bad feedback from my machine? Hear my machine every time I cycle it?
I got headphones on right now, so I can't really hear much, to be honest.
In your sound, you know? I can always mute when I'm not talking.
Oh, hit that pole.
How long you staying out there?
I'm not gonna be out here long. Maybe like 20 minutes or something like that.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe I'll take my lunch at 12 if you're staying out there, but it's a little chilly today. I don't know if I want to bash. We're gonna bring the Gorgon inside and work on the body mount.
You know, fix up the Gorgon.
Granite. Oh yeah, man. I've been working on it. That's what that granite body's for. If I didn't tell you yet. I've been kind of playing mind games with everybody, but that granite body is going on my Gorgon. It's gonna be awesome, dude. Ooh yeah, I love that ramp right there. That's such a sick ramp to drift on. I love when you
This one
50-50
right
the
here.
rail with the Mojave. Yeah. So
The
I
wrap is
thought,
pretty dope. As far as not turning too much right now.
did you buy a Micro B?
Nah, I didn't end up getting it. I just got the parts that
Ah,
I needed and did before I spend more money.
that's how it is, dude. I'm trying to stay out of there this week. Otherwise, I go in there looking for like a $7 part, and I go home with like Hot Wheels for my kids, puzzle for my girlfriend, $100 worth of RC stuff I didn't need. It's just nice to have around, you know. 2 cans of paint. My new thing is I go in there and I don't know what to buy. I start looking at paint and I'm like, oh, that's a cool color. That's a cool color. And I'll end up buying like $30 worth of paint. Then I get home and I'm like, oh, I already had that one.
It'd be like that.
Oh. Well, that's what I was doing with Mini Z parts too. I was trying to get that one Mini Z body, that red Challenger body, to work on my drift car. But I didn't realize all the parts I was buying were like the stock replacement parts. I needed the optional replacement parts. So I got all my parts that I waited for like weeks to come from China and here, all over the world. These parts were coming from. Got them all, put them together, and I realized the piece I needed was an optional part, and I had to order it from Germany. And I'm like, God dang it! Now I have so much backup stuff in my minis, you know. You should get a mini Z, dude. You should get 2 of them. I think you and your kid would like them. I have a hookup on them if you want to check it out. Like I said, I could get them for, without the shipping and stuff. They're like $135. I found out that 30 to get them. So the guy that's selling them to me is only making like $5, and they're all the older
Uh,
models. So if anything, they're the newer model chassis with the older model bodies. So they're worth way more than $130. If anything, they go up in value because those bodies are harder to get.
and those come brushed or brushless?
It depends. So most of them come brushed. If you buy one of the build your own Evo kits, but then you have to buy all types of other parts with that, tires, rims, bodies. Those come brushless, but it depends what you want to get into. You know, if you're just whipping them around your house, you really don't need a brushless, dude, because you're gonna be sliding all over your floors, right into the wall. That's how you're gonna break it. Kind of the same concept with like how you don't think you need a 3S battery for the BLX. You really don't when you're doing what you're doing. Um, now, like you start racing and get bored because you're like, I'm gripping this track. I'm never crashing. I'm going around everybody. That's when you really want a brushless one. And it's a huge difference in price. So like if you don't buy the one that comes brushless, which is already over than the box shop one, they modify the brush. You'll end up spending double what you paid for the car. You'll end up putting $200 to $300 into the car before you get it set back up brushless. Because not only you're not just changing the motor and the electronics. You have to change the mounts. You have to change all the gears. You have to change the shock. Um, there's a lot. There's a lot you have to do to those little cars because they're so little. That one little tiny adjustment, you have to adjust everything else. That's why when you see me work on them, I'm like taking all this extra time to add one little weight or whatever because I'm trying to stretch that content. Um, because you can't do all the work at once. If you do all the work at once, you're going to have a completely different car. You're not even going to be able to feel the adjustments you made. Hoping to get back on the track in 2 or 3 weeks here. It's real hard to get out on
Say
Saturdays
what?
for me. You
What you
saying what to
say?
me? You saying what to me?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Trying to get back out on the track to do some mini Z racing too, not just driving around practicing. Most of that time when you see us there, we're just messing around, taking advantage of the space. But they do those box stocks and modified class races every 2 weeks. It's a lot of fun.
That's dope, man. I don't got any. My hobby store don't got no tracks like that. It's just kind of a little store.
Yeah, and you know how much that track costs, dude, for just a section of it? It's so expensive. So expensive. You're gonna spend just to get a little oval going. You'll spend anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. I believe each set
Oh, wow.
costs somewhere between like three, depending on the smaller or bigger set. It's somewhere between like $300 and $600 for each set. And that track you see me race on is 5 or 6 sets put together. So that's like a three grand track at least right there. And they switch it up every 2 weeks, which is nice. You're never gonna get bored. All right, that's it on this part. Over here bagging some springs. Any idea what this
You still
goes in?
kicking them same springs?
No, I'm not kicking anymore. I got pulled off that job for the rest of today. Hopefully, back in my department, running my machine, bagging parts.
Let's see.
That's what I
Let me see what
usually do.
springs you're talking about.
The spring I just held up here.
Yeah, I couldn't see. Oh, that's a big boy.
It might
That looks
it
like
might
for a
take you back.
trampoline or something like that.
Close. We do make one very similar to this. It's for a trampoline, but they don't
It looks like that.
they don't get fat in the middle. Those trampoline springs we make, they're like this but straight. It's for a rocking horse. Remember the old school rocking horses? I'm sure that you have
That's,
other uses, but it's called a rocking horse, hobby horse spring. So you know, like those old school rocking horses you sit on back in like the '90s. I don't know how old you are, but I think you're my age. I would say you got a kid that's about my kid's age. We like all the same stuff. It seems like.
98, 98.
Oh, okay. I'm a little older. 94 baby.
98, 98.
Age is just a number over here to me.
There you go.
I feel old every day. I've been feeling old since I was 12.
That's the perks of having a kid right there. You get old real
oh,
fast.
dude, man. Between like COVID and having 2 kids, like we did it all so close together. We did the whole 2 under 2 thing. We thought we were being sane by doing that. God, that caused so much insanity. My hairline receded like half an inch after my first kid.
I was told I made my father go bald. I'm surprised this thing is still ripping, man.
Arlos are good. When you had that little thing in your hand, you should have brought that little guy out that you had in your hand last night. People like that stuff, believe it or not. Some people just can't afford to really get into the hobby. That's why I started that toy series, because some of those toy cars nobody cares about, but some of them for 30, 40 bucks, dude, that's a great beginner car to get you into a hobby, you know? RC Fanatic, what's up, boss? Thanks for joining.
It's the fanatic. What's up? How's it going? Oh, that thing went high. I'm sure we banged up the bottom there. I just straight smacked the floor.
RC Fanatic, if
Oh,
you were
yeah, we
in
got
the fun zone last night and you said hello to me, I didn't say hello. I apologize for that. I was laying low last night. He wants to know what car you're driving, Chris.
this is the. I got you. MJX Hypergo drift truck. like a baby infraction, but wait, the best part is you got cop lights.
Is that the best part? Is it? That's like trying to
I
say
think
that the
so.
pink. That's like trying to say that the pink and white Mojave is the best.
It is, bro. It's cotton candy, bro.
I like that black and gold. I also liked it because I didn't have to buy a charger and battery with it. That's why I like it. Same reason I like my blue Gorgon.
Because I had my spare battery from my infraction. If it wasn't for that infraction, I would end up getting the green one when I first got it.
Don't tell the feds, but on the 4th of July, I'm strapping all those nickel batteries to a rocket and sending them to space. Sick of looking at those bombs sitting next to my battery chargers.
Oh, what I just found.
What'd you find?
Little body
What was
clip.
it? Oh, yeah. So
I was
that's what I'm
about to
trying to
say, I
figure
missed
out
the
with my
body clip
granite.
too.
That's what I'm trying to figure out with my granite. I
Yeah.
don't really know how I'm gonna clip it on yet. I don't know if I want to use the old school clips because that's just really annoying. But with the Gorgon, you don't really have to go into your body anyways, so it's not gonna be a big deal unless you set it on fire. And at that point, that motor mouth's so in there that you're gonna just burn to the ground anyways before you can get your hands on it. Send it, you won't. You will barrel
End it.
roll it.
Other thing now, broken shock in the back.
Because this man breaks everything every day, and then he fixes it at night, and he goes to the hobby shop, gets what he needs in the morning, and he's back in action. This guy's dedicated. If
I
y'all don't
got you, SC
follow him
Fanatic.
yet, make sure you guys subscribe. Subscribe to
I'll
LCRC.
send it. I'll send it right now. Ready?
Ooh, broken,
That's a straight slam.
dead.
Caught on my legs. I'll go one more time. I think I broke something. Now it's just doing U-turns.
Uh-oh.
No, we're good. One side, it just driving a
You
little
know what?
funky. I lost my body.
You know what?
It's still going somehow.
So what are you going to be able to fix up tonight?
My granite,
The Grom,
granite
right?
Grom.
Yeah, you don't have.
Yes,
Do you have
sir.
a big granite?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm thinking about getting a Mega Man. My buddy could get it for me for less than $100 right now because he works at the shop. So thinking about it.
The Mega, I've had such a bad experience with the Megas. I've never won a Mega ever again.
Any Mega,
Any Mega, man. I'm
dude.
done
The
with that.
the Typhon 550 Mega is one of the best cars I've ever driven out of the box, dude. It's amazing. It's slow. One of the best cars I've ever driven out of the box, hands down. And it's durable, dude. If you like, I was launching that thing onto the ice down my rock, and I don't know if you've seen like the drop from the top to the bottom, but it's like 6 or 7 feet. It was landing upside down on the rocks, or like landing on one wheel, all the weight on the one wheel on the axle, and nothing was breaking. I couldn't believe it. But now that it's 3S, something's gonna break. Something's gonna break. I'm upset that I didn't have the means to make that thing 4S though, because 3S is great. 4S would be insane on that car.
I'm still upset about last night's live batch, how that ended. That really,
I could
it
hear
really
the
grinded my gears.
disappointment. Are you talking about when you were working on your cars or earlier in the day?
Yeah, man. After when I finally got the granite voltage working and the freaking
You shredded it? Yeah.
test rip, I think got me a little hot.
It's my bad luck, bro. It's all my fault. Just blame me.
Nah, I mean,
That's
it was my
literally,
fault. I should have just waited. I knew I needed a bigger pinion because it was supposed to run a 25 and I was running a 22. So
yeah.
the mesh was a little loose, but I said, it'll hold. Yeah, it didn't hold.
Well, I had a little deja vu moment. Like when I watched it and heard it, I'm like, oh no, that's literally what just happened the other day when we were streaming together. I got 10 feet around the building and I heard it go, ring. I'm like, oh no, that's the motor mount slipped. And then when I opened it and saw all the dust, the little poops from the spur, I'm like, oh no, that ain't good. So you know the amount of like spur dust you had in there yesterday? I had that times 5 in the Typhon, dude. Like the Typhon, the dust was built up and around the spur. It was so much. Like it was almost. My buddy threw it out before I could take pictures and videos because it would have been a cool thing to show people. It looked like someone took the spur and put it up to a grinder and sanded it down. It was nuts. There was virtually no teeth left. Hey, before we wrap up, oh, you
Hit pump
just
one more
froze.
time.
There you go. You're good. You're good. It's up here. Let me show you this body real quick.
Yeah, let me see what you got, bro.
We'll go to the RC graveyard. Oh, hold on. I want to show my plate. So I fixed this bad boy last night. The other granite grom. The other granite grom is spare parts now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the system. They're both brushless. It's just one of the brushless systems is a lot less powerful than the other one. It's a way smaller can. It's a the what? I just switched the bodies. So this one lately has had that blue body on it. I just put the purple one on today because it's my favorite. It's what belongs there. Yeah, but I used to run this one on the other one because it matches those green. This one doesn't have the underglow lights on it. So when I run it at night, it's really hard to see with this purple body unless I have the lights in the front hooked up. Because I do have lights in the front. But here's the freaking Gorgon body, dude. AKA Granite. Oh, it came out so clean, dude. Came out so good. It's gonna look so good on the Gorgon, bro. Look at it. Oh my goodness. It's gonna look so good on the Gorgon, dude. And then yeah, here's my junk pile. You should have bought one of these today. You messed up. You should have bought one.
That's too me, man. It's too small. I feel like the first ramp would kill it.
I was gonna talk you out of it though, because the problem with that is no, the ramps aren't gonna kill it. I'll tell you that right now, because I watch people send them off the carpet ramps and land them upside down. I mean, eventually you might crash it and kill it because it is small, like those little all that plastic's not gonna hold up. You'd have to upgrade it, is what I was gonna tell you. Like, don't buy it unless you plan on dumping $150 to $200 in it, and then at that point, is it even worth it to you? Because each upgrade costs about $25 for that thing. Kind of ridiculous. 4 upgrades later, I'm talking suspension, shock towers, shocks, tires. That's like $100 right there. And if you don't change those tires and all that plastic stuff and go to the skate park, you're for sure gonna kill it. But now if you upgrade it with all the Endura parts, it's gonna be amazing. Which I plan on doing with mine eventually. But there's no reason to upgrade it because nobody's doing any races with them near me right now. It sucks. My shop doesn't want to race those on the foam. They're like afraid they're gonna ruin the foam. Like, okay, well, then go get a big carpet and we'll put some PVC down and call it a day.
Yeah.
I
I
love
don't know.
my
I think
shop.
that's more kind of like a racetrack type of car, like a track type of car, more than a basher. That's how I see it. I don't know, man. I could be
Oh
wrong. I've never
no,
owned this,
no,
so I wouldn't
it
know.
it for sure was designed for carpet racing. It was designed for carpet racing, 100%. Maybe even clay
I don't do
stuff.
any
Like I,
sort of racing, so I don't see any. It is a nice car. I'd like to have it in my collection one day,
well,
but at the
I'm gonna
moment,
send you
I
a
don't have the
video.
space for it.
I'm gonna send you a video later. I started following this guy recently, and he's making cardboard ramps on his carpet in his living room, and he treats it like it's a little tiny monster truck, dude. Like I feel like I'm watching Monster Jam when I watch him drive his Micro B. It's pretty cool.
Well, send me the link. I'll check it out.
I definitely will.
All right, everybody. There you have it. This was the MGX Hypergo Drift Truck Skate Park Bash. Thanks, Marcel, for joining in.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
thanks
like
for
always.
inviting me, boss. Make sure you guys subscribe to my boy Chris. Make sure you guys double tap your screen.
Likewise.
And until next time, thank you, thank you.
Hey, so stay tuned.
Can't wait to see it. Send me an invite if you think of it, boss. I'll be around. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.